Everybody excited to talk about taxes? Okay, guys. My name is Michael Plaks, and I do taxes for real estate accountants. And my website is michaelplaks.com. My logo should be self-explanatory, why I wear these gloves all the time. And just a couple things about me. I'm in business since '96. I am federally licensed to help people with taxes, and most importantly, we work exclusively with real estate investors. If you look here, go on this website which rates services in Houston, you will notice that our company is one of the 3 top-rated tax services in Houston. But the reason I'm here today is this. On July 25th, here at the Rich Club, we are going to host tax class, taxes for real estate investors, and I'm going to be teaching the class. But I'm not going to be talking about taxes right now. I want to tell you a story related to real estate. The story is I was buying that property, and it required a serious rehab. The bathroom was completely gutted. So I'm at my office working on taxes, and I get a call from my plumber who says, and the plumber just pulled out the old tub, and before he installed new one, I get this call from him, and he says, are you aware there is a hole in the ground? Thanks, what are you talking about? So I'm coming there, we look at that. What turns out to be the previous owner installed new drainage under the house, which requires, of course, digging a tunnel. And that nice company, who actually is a well-known company in Houston, forgot one little thing after that. They forgot to fill the tunnel after they installed the drainage. Okay, we contacted the company, said, guys, you need to come here and fix your problem. So the guys come, they send a crew, I'm on the property, and the guy at the crew just installed that pump that pumps in dirt mixed with cement to fill the tunnel, and he is reaching with his hand to the switch to turn it on. I'm like, no, you stop. I'm saying, what? I'm saying, how do you know when to turn it off? He looks at me, dude, what are you talking about? No, I'm saying, you're going to pump right now things under my house, and at some point you need to turn it off. Like, what? And again, turns his head to, stop. Okay, look guys, I'm not a foundation guy, but I have enough common understanding of how it works that if you have a slab like that, right, and you keep pumping something underneath that, and you never stop, something is going to happen to that slab, and probably not something that we want to happen. Well, not being a foundation guy, I don't know how to fix it, I just know that there is a problem. So we call the company, got their second in charge come to the property, and then he opens, in the wall, what is it called, guys, help me? That window where you, in the sheetrock where you look at plumbing. Access, yes. Looks there and says, well, that's where you look. That's where you know when there is enough pumping. Okay, I did not know where to look, but I knew that something needed to be looked at. Second story, also related to real estate. Another property that I was buying, the high selling point from the seller was one of the things he was bragging about, that on the garage they just installed brand new siding. Well, that's not a bad thing. I'm coming there with my inspector. So we're looking at that property, and the inspector comes to the garage and starts laughing. Like, what are you laughing at? It's brand new siding, looks pretty good. He is just laughing when he finally stopped and he said, look at that siding. He's like, well, looks good to me. Well, not to the inspector. I'm going to put my mic down for a second and show you how that siding was installed. So here is my wall. I'm going to use Uncle Sam for a second as the wall of the garage. So, okay, here is the wall, right? Here are the siding panels. And they're installed like this. This is how the siding was installed against that. Okay. In case you don't know what it is, and I did not know, okay, I'm not a construction guy. I'm an accountant. So I thought it looked good. Well, just in case you don't know, the whole purpose of installing siding is that the water goes off the siding and not into the house. And here is what we're talking about. So, don't you want to know those couple things that when you are working on a house? Do you want to understand which side of the siding should be up? Do you want to understand that at some point you need to stop pumping mud under your foundation? Right? Okay, but after all of this done, your deals are finished and you make money, you have to report those deals to this guy, to Uncle Sam. And when you do that, you bring it to accountants or you try to do it yourself. Guys, that's the same story. When you come to that situation, you are not like, I wasn't foundation guy, I wasn't construction guy. You're not accountants. But there is some level of understanding that everybody needs to do. Here I am going to show you what happens if you don't. This is an email from one of my new clients this year, and it's small print. I will read some parts of that. And it says Michael, well, Michael is misspelled, but I'll forgive them for that. And it says, it's okay, in black, there is, black is my text, red is their responses. I said, the bad news is that your personal tax return, yada, 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 and they say, that doesn't surprise me. Then look at that. I blacked out names of their businesses. 1, 2, 3, 4, do you see those black ones? So we're talking about an investor who has at least 4 businesses. So when we have 4 businesses, you can say, that's an experienced person, probably did their homework. Apparently not as well. Because we are saying, this is the only one that looks reasonably fine. The rest I said, do you see what it says? On the wrong schedules. You know, it's like that siding. On the wrong schedules means bad things. So this is what we are going to do. And then there is the rest of conversation that was unpleasant, which ends with this says, well, I put at the bottom, these issues can unfortunately make your preparation very difficult. And they say, well, I figured that, says my client. Okay, we are still working on that, by the way. That email exchange was in January. We are still cleaning up that mess. And yes, that's frustrating and expensive. So this is what we are going to prevent this month. So what we're having on Saturday, July 25th. In the morning, we are going to talk about taxes for landlords. In the afternoon, we are going to talk about taxes for rehabbers. And in the middle will be a special bonus presentation, best business practices for investors, which with my experience talking to hundreds of investors over the years, is unique perspective of an insider, which you cannot get anywhere else. Of course, the question is always how much, and there is one price that you can see on the website. There is a better price, early bird price that you can see on the flyer. There is price for members and non-members. I'm not even going to talk about non-members because it's ridiculous. If you're in this room and not a member, go and sign up, be a member. Okay, so for members, the price on that one is $199, and the Rich Club decided to make it today $147. So the best price ever for this class is going to be today. So if you go to the front desk, right now you can get it $147. Tomorrow it goes higher. And the one other thing that I want you to remember when we talk about that is you're going to learn this situation either way, but you have a choice of instructors. You can pay $147 and I will teach you how to do it right, how to know when to stop pumping or which side is up. Or you can let him teach you, and that is far more expensive. Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much.